Hi, I'm so excited to be talking to you today about one of our incredibly amazing topics that I'm going to share with you guys throughout this Soul 45 time. It's called the morning routine. And with Soul 45, I created it with the intention to create abundance in your life. I have been working on this project for years and collecting all of the things that I've implemented into my life that have literally transformed my mindset, how I show up, my finances, my family, my relationships, everything. So I'm excited to share with you one of the main habits that I've created in my life that I feel like has had the biggest impact. And it is called The Miracle Morning. There is a book called The Miracle Morning. If you want to dive more into this concept, I highly recommend reading it. But today I'm going to give you a quick overview so you can put these things into practice today and start transforming your life. So these practices are meant to be done in the morning. They're all about 10 minutes each. So each activity for a total of 6, it'll end up being about an hour of your time. Now, if you don't have an hour, you can cut the activities a little bit shorter, but I do recommend trying this out the first time with a full 60 minutes so you can dive into it. Also, there are certain circumstances where you might be waking up and having to be to work by 4 a.m., meaning you're waking up at 3. If that's the case for you, I don't want you waking up at 2 a.m. I'd prefer you practice these later in the day, but they are most effective in the morning. So definitely make effort to try and wake up earlier. And if you're cringing, I was the same way. I hated mornings. I hated waking up in the mornings. And that's why this is so crazy that I'm so obsessed with it, because I was never a morning person. I'm more of a sleep person. I enjoy my rest, which is, you know, as you're learning, a huge piece of wellness in Soul 45. But when it comes to waking up early, I despised it. I never woke up before 8 a.m. And when I started this miracle morning, I started waking up at 5:30, 6 a.m., which is unheard of for me my whole life. But I was so empowered by doing this. The first day I did it, I felt my life shift. And then the next day, it felt like Christmas morning every single day since I've started practicing it. So let's talk about the activities you'll be doing in the morning. And like I said, you have to make time for this. This isn't something that you will just figure out where to add it in. It's not like that. This is something you have to create time for. And that's why you have to wake up earlier for it. You can do this. I promise you, it will transform your life. It will make such a big impact. It will be so worth the time investment. Try it for a week. And that's what we're focusing on this week and next week, is really implementing this. So try it, see how you feel, and decide if it's something you want to keep investing your time and energy into. I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to. So it's made up of 6 different activities. They're called savers. The first one is silence. And what that means is you need time in the morning just to be. I normally, for my silence piece of this, meditate. I meditate. We have Unstress on Beachbody On Demand. It is an excellent program. It's 21 days long. Challenge yourself to do 21 days of that. They're only 10 minutes and they are transforming. And in fact, I get my daughters and son to do them with me, because then they keep me accountable. They're like, Mom, let's meditate. They even make time for it in the morning, and they hold me accountable, because meditation is very easy for me to push to the side as though it's not important, when it's one of the most important things I do in my life. So silence, whatever that means to you, prayer, meditation, anything where you can just have time to breathe and stay calm. The worst thing you can do in the morning is immediately pick up your phone, check your email, start working. You need that time to just be, okay? It's going to make such a great impact on your life. The second thing is affirmations. And affirmations are life-changing if they're done right. And I really want to tell you guys about a way to create a proper affirmation, but I'm going to hold that off till the end. So affirmations are words of encouragement, things that you're going to tell yourself that are positive, uplifting. They're going to keep you on track with your goals. Before I started, really investing time on my wellness and health and creating the Soul 45 program, I had terrible self-talk. I had negative self-talk. I would say negative, terrible things to myself all the time. And what I've learned is the more you talk kindly to yourself and say those positive affirmations, the more you're going to believe in yourself, the more confidence you're going to have. And no one deserves to be talked to the way we talk to ourselves. You would never say the things you say to yourself to other people. So let's change that today. Let's start talking positively. And that starts with affirmations. Literally, talking to yourself positively in the morning is going to spread throughout your day, and it's going to make a shift, I promise you. B, savers, S-A, B is for visualization. This gives you time to visualize your goals, visualize what you want to be dedicated to, visualize how you want to show up in the day. If you have an exam or a very important meeting or a really hard workout, visualize yourself showing up the way you want to show up. Visualize yourself hitting those goals. Visualize yourself making that income that you've been wanting to make, or buying that house you want to buy, or being the mom you want to be, or showing up to your relationship the way you want to see it, or being a great coworker, showing up for your boss, or getting that raise. Visualize it. You're going to attract it to you. You're going to be more aware of it. You're going to be more intentional of it throughout your day and do actions that align with that goal. So visualization is such an awesome tool. The fourth thing is exercise. So like I said, each thing is 10 minutes. Exercise is something that we have been incorporating through this whole Soul 45 program, but it is a huge piece of the puzzle. And even 10 minutes of stretching or yoga or whatever exercise you want to do, it should be part of your morning routine. It's going to make you feel better. For me, it's a way to just get some of this energy out. I'm not a high energy person, but if I don't exercise, I'm not a very nice person. I have to exercise to create energy for myself. And sometimes I have a lot of energy within me that just needs to come out with like anxiety and different things. So that's a huge piece for me. There are so many 10-minute workouts on Beachbody On Demand. There's a bunch of bar blend workouts that are only 10 minutes and super effective. There's a bunch of yoga workouts that are really short and sweet, or you can create your own 10-minute routine if you aren't following a specific program, which you should be, by the way. So if you're not, let's chat and let's get you back on track and figure out what's the best fit for you, your lifestyle, your goals. Next letter is R, savor. Reading. Reading is something I never did before I started working on myself and before I became a coach, in fact. Reading was, I had never fully completed a book. I did not enjoy reading at all. It's not something that excited me. I would always fall asleep. I still don't particularly read. I listen. So all of my books that I read and podcasts I listen to are via Audible. And so when it comes to reading, you can decide what you want to dedicate your reading time to, but I recommend it to something that's going to help you grow, something that's full of positivity, maybe some personal development. There's some excellent books like The Miracle Morning or different books that I can recommend to you. I have some awesome podcasts I'd like to recommend too if you're interested in learning more about those. But you could even take this time as your like devotion time. If you are religious or you go to church, you could take it as time to read the Bible or do your daily devotions if you have a book like that, or do some sort of thing to expand your mind. We as humans love to learn. It's part of who we are. And when we quit learning as adults, which a lot of us do, it kind of puts us in a different space. We want to be full of abundance, right? And abundance means knowledge, power, confidence, all of that. And reading is a huge source of all of those things, and they will bring that into your life. The final letter is called scribing, and that is journaling. So whether you want to write down 25 things you're grateful for, or things you appreciate, or how your day went, or how you could better handle a situation, or whatever you want to journal about, take time to do that. And honestly, sometimes I don't actually put a pen to paper. A lot of times I'm journaling in my mind. I'm thinking about all the things I'm grateful for. I'm thinking about things that I want to do or I appreciate or how I want to show up. So that's what you should be doing during that time. So once again, savers: silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. That is it. I want you to start implementing this today. Today, yes. Start thinking about it. Start planning for it. Set your alarm for earlier in the morning. And that also means you need to get to bed earlier. Having a great morning routine means having an awesome night routine so that you can make the morning routine happen. Get off your phone an hour before bed. I'll be sharing different tips throughout the week that you can implement, but think about how you can get up earlier. Don't watch the show before bed. Make sure you talk to your family and say, hey, I'm going to go to bed at this time every night because I'm going to wake up this early each morning. And maybe do a nighttime routine, take a bath, have a cup of tea, whatever it is to get you in the mood to go to sleep, to rest, to have that time so you can wake up early. I hope you have an awesome day. I'm so excited you're part of this, and I can't wait to hear how this transforms your life just like it did mine.